The Chicago Bears just defied history to crush the Packers and clinch the playoffs, but the celebration is being rocked by a controversial $40,000 fine on our rookie sensation. On top of that, a former star receiver is publicly campaigning to return for this Super Bowl run, and Caleb Williams is on the verge of shattering a century-old curse. You need to hear what is happening at Hallis Hall right now. If you are hyped about this playoff run and want non-stop Bears coverage, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dominate this postseason together. Listen, we have to take a second to just breathe this in. The Green Bay Packers came into our house, and we sent them packing with a loss that is going to sting all winter long. But amidst all the celebration, there is a serious situation unfolding that we need to talk about right now. It involves our rookie sensation, Austin Booker, and the NFL league office coming down hard on him. We are hearing reports that Austin Booker is facing some absolutely massive fines following the Packers game. We are talking about two specific penalties that are going to hit his wallet in a way that honestly feels a bit excessive for a fifth-round rookie. First, you have the roughing the passer violation. The standard first-time fine for that is around $17,389. Then, you tack on the penalty for the impermissible use of the helmet, that hit on Jordan Love that everyone is screaming about, and that carries a fine of $23,186. Do the math, folks. That is over $40,000 in fines from a single game. Now, for a superstar quarterback making $50 million a year, that's pocket change. But for a fifth-round pick like Booker? That is a massive chunk of his paycheck. And it brings up a huge debate that is tearing the fanbase apart right now. Was the hit actually dirty? Let's look at the reality of the situation. You have a guy who is 6'6", weighing over 250 pounds, running at full speed. Gravity and physics don't just stop because a quarterback decides to duck at the last second. When you watch the replay, Jordan Love clearly lowers his level right as Booker is coming in. It's a bang-bang play. It happens in milliseconds. Booker is a tough player, he brings an intensity that this defense has desperately needed, and he has been absolutely electric this season. In just limited action, he's racking up sacks and quarterback hits at a rate that is making him a steal of the draft. But in today's NFL, you simply cannot lower the helmet, regardless of what the offensive player does. Does it feel like the league punishes defensive intensity too harshly when the offensive player contributes to the contact? It's a tough spot for a rookie who is just trying to make a play, but at the end of the day, player safety rules are strict, and Booker is going to have to write a big check. Hopefully, he learns from it because we need him on the field, not worrying about bankrupting himself with penalties. Now, I want to hear from you guys on this one because the national media is trying to paint him as a villain. Here is the question of the day. Do you think Austin Booker's hit on Jordan Love was actually dirty and deserving of a $40,000 fine, or was it just an unfortunate football play where Love ducked into the contact? I want to see your honest thoughts in the comments section down below right now. Moving away from the defense, let's talk about the man under center. Caleb Williams. Are we witnessing the best rookie season in Bears history? I think the answer is starting to become a resounding yes. But there is a magical number that has haunted this franchise for over a century: 4,000 passing yards. No Bears quarterback has ever done it. Can Caleb actually pull this off in his rookie year? Let's look at the numbers. It is going to be incredibly difficult. He would basically need to average around 300 yards per game over these final 2 weeks to crack that 4,000-yard barrier. Is it impossible? No. Is it likely? Probably not, especially with the weather in Chicago getting colder, and the game scripts potentially shifting if we secure our seeding early. However, there is another number he is chasing that is much more attainable: the single-season franchise record of 3,838 yards. To get there, he only needs to average roughly 220 yards per game down the stretch. That is completely doable. And let's be real about his performance. If you had to grade him right now, how do you not give him a solid B+ or even higher? Think about what he was asked to do. He came into a new system under Ben Johnson, had to learn to play from under center, master the play-action game, and turn his back to the defense, things he wasn't doing constantly in college. The growth we have seen from week 1 to now is staggering. His touchdown to interception ratio is elite for a rookie. He is making checks at the line, he is protecting the football, and he is winning games. Sure, there are still moments where the footwork gets a little sloppy or he holds the ball a beat too long, but that is rookie stuff. The raw talent and the leadership are off the charts. We finally have a quarterback who looks like he belongs in the upper echelon of the league, and whether he hits 4,000 yards this year or next year, the curse is absolutely going to be broken soon. But here is where things get really spicy. We have some wild rumors swirling about a reunion that I honestly didn't see coming. Allen Robinson. Remember him? The guy who carried this offense on his back during the lean years? Well, he is out there, he is available, and he is publicly campaigning to come back to Chicago. He recently said in an interview that he would be open to a return if he got a call from offensive coordinator Ben Johnson or wide receivers coach Antoine Randall. Why? Because he knows the system. He played under Ben Johnson during his time in Detroit, and obviously, he knows the culture in Chicago. This is fascinating because Allen Robinson is only 33 years old. He isn't ancient. He has been bouncing around on practice squads, but he hasn't been out of the league for years. He is a big body, 6'2", physical, and a red zone threat. We know our wide receiver room is banged up. Rome Odunze is dealing with that stress fracture, and we need depth. Imagine bringing in a veteran like Robinson who doesn't need to learn the playbook. He can step in day one, plug and play, and give Caleb Williams another reliable target on the outside. He knows what it means to play in Chicago. He was part of those playoff teams in 2018 and 2020. He knows the pressure, he knows the city, and he clearly feels like he has some unfinished business. Now, I know things didn't end perfectly when he left. There was some frustration about his contract, and the breakup was a little messy. But time heals all wounds, right? If he is willing to accept a role, maybe on the practice squad initially or as a rotational piece, could he be a valuable asset for a deep playoff run? It's a low-risk, high-reward move. You aren't asking him to be the WR1 anymore. You just need him to be a professional who can catch the ball in traffic. It's definitely something Ryan Poles should consider. Speaking of the playoffs, let's map out this road to the Super Bowl because the scenarios are absolutely wild. We have officially clinched a spot, but we aren't satisfied with just getting in. We want the North. And guess what? We can win the division before we even step on the field against the 49ers this weekend. If the Baltimore Ravens beat the Green Bay Packers on Saturday, the Chicago Bears are your NFC North champions. It is that simple. And the Packers are limping into this game. Jordan Love is in concussion protocol. His backup, Malik Willis, is dealing with a shoulder injury. They are a mess at the quarterback position right now. The Ravens are fighting for their own seeding, so you know they are going to bring the heat. I never thought I'd say this, but we are all huge Baltimore Ravens fans this weekend. A Packers loss hands us the crown. But even if the Packers somehow win, we control our own destiny. We beat San Francisco? We clinch the division. We beat San Francisco? We lock up at least the number 2 seed. And don't look now, but the number 1 seed is still mathematically possible. It's a long shot, but if we win out and Seattle stumbles in one of their final games, the road to the Super Bowl could run through Soldier Field. Can you imagine the atmosphere in Chicago if we secured home field advantage? It would be electric. We also got some positive news on the injury front regarding CJ Gardner-Johnson. Reports are indicating that his ACL is intact, which is a massive relief. It sounds like he might sit out the last couple of weeks to rest up, but having him ready for the playoffs is crucial. He brings that swagger and attitude that defines this defense. Without him, we have to rely on guys like Tyreek Stevenson to slide into that nickel role, or maybe give more snaps to the younger guys. But getting CJGJ back for the postseason is a game-changer. And we have to give a massive shout-out to DeAndre Swift. This guy has been a revelation. He is sitting just 7 yards away from a 1,000-yard rushing season. 7 yards. He is averaging almost 5 yards a carry this year. The offensive line deserves credit, the coaching staff deserves credit, but Swift has been running with a purpose. He battled through that groin injury, missed only one game, and has been the engine of this offense when we needed to grind out clocks. He is about to earn a well-deserved milestone. One last thing I want to touch on is the coaching. Ben Johnson has been fantastic, but we have to be honest about some of these situational calls. That fourth and-a-foot trick play early in the game? That was too cute. I love the creativity, I love that we are aggressive, but there is a time and a place. In the playoffs, those cutesy calls can cost you a season. When it's 4th and inches, just line up and smash it down their throats. We have the personnel to do it. But let's not get too negative. We are in the playoffs. We just beat the Packers. The future is blindingly bright. We have a franchise quarterback, a dominant defense, and a shot at the number 1 seed. This is the time to be alive as a Bears fan. I want to see the comments section flooded with, "Bear down," right now. Let everyone know we are here and we aren't going anywhere. We have a massive weekend ahead of us. Keep your eyes on that Ravens-Packers game, and get ready for Sunday Night Football against the Niners. It's going to be a war, but this team is built for it. Stay tuned, stay hyped, and as always, bear down.